In many parts of the world, death is seen as the end. But in some indigenous cultures, death is not the finish line. It is a beautiful transformation. It is a return to the earth where the human soul is believed to be reborn, not as another human, but as a tree. In these cultures, trees are not just plants, they are living ancestors, standing tall in forests, carrying the spirits of those who once lived among us. This story will take us deep into the heart of those traditions, showing us a world where life, death, and nature are forever connected. In the lush green highlands of Sulawesi, Indonesia, live the Toraja people. Their way of life and their beliefs around death are unlike anything found elsewhere in the world. When a baby or a very young child dies, the Toraja do not bury them in the ground. Instead, they place the child's body inside the trunk of a living tree. They carefully carve a small hole in the tree and gently place the child inside. Then, they cover the opening with a special woven door made from palm fibers. Over time, the tree heals itself. It slowly grows over the hole, wrapping the child's body inside it. The Toraja believe that as the tree grows, so does the spirit of the child. It is a way of letting the child's life continue in another form. This sacred act turns the tree into a living grave, but more importantly, a living home for the soul. Families often visit these trees, speaking to them, bringing small gifts, or simply sitting quietly in remembrance. To the Toraja, the tree is not just wood or leaves, it is their loved one, standing strong and watching over them. The Toraja are not alone in their deep connection between human souls and trees. In the mountains of the Philippines, the Ifugao people hold similar beliefs. When someone dies, it is common to plant a tree at their burial site. The growing tree is seen as the person's spirit, living a new life rooted in the earth. In parts of the Amazon rainforest, several tribes also believe that planting a tree after someone's death is not just an act of remembrance, it is an act of rebirth. The tree becomes a spiritual version of the person, standing tall and providing life to the forest around it. Some believe that the fruit of the tree carries special blessings from the spirit within. Across these cultures, one idea stands clear. Death is not an end, it is simply a change, a shift into another form of being. These communities teach that when you walk through a forest, you're walking among the spirits of the past. Every leaf, every branch, every root is part of someone's story. For the people who follow these traditions, trees are much more than just part of nature. They're sacred beings. They're living ancestors who deserve respect, care, and honor. In many villages, people talk to trees as if they were talking to grandparents or great-grandparents. They ask for advice, they offer greetings, and they say thank you for the protection and blessings the trees provide. Because trees are seen as carrying souls, harming a tree is seen as deeply wrong. Cutting down a tree without permission from the spirits is considered a terrible act, almost like hurting a family member. In many places, special ceremonies must be performed before a tree can be cut, asking the spirit inside for forgiveness and permission. This powerful view of trees as living family members shapes daily life. It teaches people to live carefully and respectfully with the environment around them. It reminds everyone that nature is not separate from us. It is us. The trees we see are grandmothers, the grandfathers, the children who have transformed into new life. The rituals that celebrate these beliefs are full of meaning and beauty. When a tree is planted to hold a spirit, the family carefully chooses the right tree. Not just any tree will do. Some trees are chosen for their strength, others for their beauty, and some for the way their fruits nourish the earth. The family often picks a tree that matches the personality or spirit of the loved one who has passed. During the planting ceremony, prayers are said. Songs may be sung, people speak words of love, hope, and gratitude. The moment is not only a goodbye, it is a welcome to a new life. Families promise to care for the tree as they would have cared for the person. As the years pass, the tree becomes a place of pilgrimage. Families return to visit it, bringing offerings of flowers, food, or simple words. They sit under the shade of its branches, telling stories and feeling close to the spirit inside. These trees grow old along with the families, standing as living history books of those who came before. In a time when forests are disappearing faster than ever before, these traditions offer a powerful lesson. They ask us to see trees not just as resources to be used, but as sacred beings connected to us through the cycle of life and death. When we destroy a forest, we're not just cutting down wood, we're tearing apart a living community of souls. The Toraja, the Ifugao, and the Amazonian tribes remind us that nature is deeply sacred. Every tree could be carrying the spirit of someone who once laughed, cried, and loved, just like us. In these cultures, trees are more than nature. They're spiritual bridges. They connect the living to the dead, the earth to the heavens. They ask us to rethink what we consider sacred and to find new respect for the world around us. Perhaps it's time for all of us to look at trees not just with our eyes, but with our hearts. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned as we explore more untold stories from every corner of the world.